Hello, greetings. I'm really shocked reading. I read it a few days ago on Wikipedia because I came across again the same kind of lecherous Pakistanis like Mickey Malik and Irfan Sheikh on the Facebook Messenger. And I played the detective and all this. So, you would consider me saying bad words and being as abusive. But you don't know what we have been through in Pakistan, suffering from these lecherous crank calls. If we go to Bori Bazaar, Sadar, we get touched. Recently, before coming to Dubai for good, I was told that in Karachi by someone, shop owner, that at Tariq Road there are people getting raped and all this, women getting raped. A lot of rape has increased in Tariq Road, Karachi on Tariq Road. So I often wondered many a times going through these harassment cases in Pakistan, Karachi. Most of my life, if you know, I've lived in Karachi most of my life. So, and studied there and all this, right? So why these people like Mickey Malik now? I can show you, I have some proof, recent proof on Facebook Messenger. And I can even show you the videos he likes, like when they're against, sorry, I know that I should not be just briefly touching on it and not showing you. But right now, I can't wait to send this message out to the people of Britain, in memory of those young girls groomed in Britain, British girls, white British girls, groomed by Pakistani groups and all those grooming groups, men. Why this thing? And then so I can't show you right now the videos. I have it on my notification Facebook. That I feel that you would at least see this. The videos he's liked are against the ones I felt angry against United Arab Emirates, or my self-confessions, or India, the post against India, the grocery that sold this here, in an Indian grocery, he's like that too. So a few days ago, when the Mickey's case started, why he spoke, he said about my principal. I wanted to see how far they would go, whether they're decent enough to leave this me alone, a lady alone, when she's bad mouthing. I wanted to see how much he would bad mouth and me back, because we've had these crank calls, very bad ones. All that. Very bad things, right? In Pakistan, Karachi. And they're unstoppable. So, I found out, I did some research again, like, is this a curse of Yahya Khan, what he did to the Bangladeshi women, girls, and during the war and afterwards, raping them, getting thousands, millions? I don't know. Okay, I don't want to exaggerate, but so I can check, you can check on Wikipedia, please Google search. And my aunt used to tell me that this Yahya Khan was a terrible, extremely bad person. What we got from him. So where do these people come from, these Pakistanis? They're unstoppable in their lecherousness and harassment and all this, and the bad words they have. And I learned all these bad words. Sorry. So I'm going to put this on right to show you. And sorry, I can't listen to this voice of Mickey Malik on my messenger. Smoking and all this. I don't care what. So, you might blame me, you might say British people, you might blame them. This is what I was afraid of, that it gets too much. So we lost our peace of mind. It's very, very distressing. So when we become rude in reaction to these Pakistani, some of them are extremely lecherous and unstoppable. Rapists, gang rapists happening, Veena Hayat case. Look at what I found on Wikipedia, right? I'll just do this and end the video because, and I am listening to myself, my confession, my weakness, right? And this is outrageous. Like, I used to wonder where they come from, the Pakistanis. And they blame American girls now, again, Mickey Malik, against British people, you know, we blame, they blame Pakistani, like Mickey Malik. So I have to be careful with my words. I don't mean every, like all Pakistan. And we couldn't even take action, like, because the politician, you will find out. So you do a contemplation on this. This is outrageous. The reason Yahya Khan's Rani, general's mistress, late. Okay, I'm sorry that she had to go through, and I mentioned that, whatever she has to go through, but like we had Sister Gertrude of Darul Sakun caring for the ones who, you know, these children, the parents used to say they're defective, we don't want them. They used to throw them. And Sister Gertrude would take them. Then there was this mother, there's Dr. Faw. There was Dr. Faw Leprosy Center. Marie, founder of Marie Adelaide Leprosy Center, God knows when, in the 90s, 40s. I don't even know when she started this, when she came from Germany. Sister Gertrude was also from Germany, I think. Most probably, yes. So you can check these things on Wikipedia. Now my energy is leaving me. I'm not feeling well. I'd like to, as much as I can, expose these people. It's been many, many years. And then, you know, we get blamed that we are abusing back at them. Why should we invite them, or why? No, I didn't invite Mickey Malik, but how they come and how they, like, you can't blame the person like me or the British girls even, you know, using their freedom or the Western way that they put their girls on display and all this, and they have a very free society, and that's why. But listen to this. Other people say I should not care about me, that she's a smoker or whatever they want to say. I shouldn't be caring about that. But I have to make a confession. And so it's really terrible, like if you start smoking and once they ban it in the offices, they banned it at the airport, on the airplane, it was very difficult for us, right? Long flights, long hours and all this. And so someone could get into a bad habit of harming another, you know. So it's a thin line between all these things, bad habits. You harm yourself, I used to tell myself, but don't harm another. And then my friends, Christian friends, used to tell me that, look, you're smoking here, and this passive smoking thing came out about passive smoking. So you're harming us. We get the worst of it. There was an article, things were coming out medically or something like this, that passive smoking is worse than, you know, the smoker himself smoking. Okay, I'll just skip some of this. I'll try to get to the gist of the matter. That the one law in my hands, and I'm going to beat the shit out of Mickey Malik. I'm going to beat the shit out of Mickey Malik against my principle, what he said. I can cut his dick. I've told him to come to Dubai and meet me, what I want to do to him. So here I've made a group saving my mummy, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, but then I changed some of it, and since the new year, some new things came out on the group, Facebook group. It's taken away what I wrote here about the group, about my principal. That I would take the law in my own hands if I have to. I'm going to take action. Have you seen that movie Lipstick? When the law, justice is blind and fails. Have you seen the last part of the movie Lipstick? I think, let me show movie Lipstick, right? She takes revenge on the rapist. So they don't give you rifles here, guns or bombs. So this group of mine, again back to that group, disabled and disorderly. This is my group here. Save me and my mummy, Mrs. Munira Fikri. This is, okay. No, this is not Mickey Malik here. Very easy for you Pakistanis to point fingers at Indians and Arabs. Also British and Americans. Look into your own selves, your dirty minds and all. And I will give it to the Indians later on. 5 years. I go to Life Pharmacy. Loy Macedo uploaded this video last month or some. Oh no, I found it last month. If Mickey Malik here comes again and likes this video, remember your Pakistani legacy. You see what Yahya Khan did to the Bangladeshis? And what happened to, I was wondering what happened to these crazy molesters in Pakistan. What happened is, where they came from, if I may say so here, I found on Wikipedia Yahya Khan, how the Pakistani, some of them have turned out to be very lecherous. Very lecherous. Extremely lecherous. So Wikipedia says that there was this woman. She didn't have a good life, a lady, and she became a mistress. She was married to a police officer, Pakistani police officer. Her parents gave her a hard time. Her husband gave her a hard time. And then how she became Aklim Akhtar here on Wikipedia. Yahya is said to have had a relationship with Aklim Akhtar, but he was never married. So this Aklim Akhtar, Wikipedia, this is her, Wikipedia has given me. She started to provide. She became, and for these frustrated Pakistanis, like Mickey Malik. She has her own reasons for providing prostitutes and a brothel relationship with Yahya Khan. You can read about her early life. It was quite tragic. I'm really sorry. Aklim Akhtar was born, when she was married off by her parents to a police officer Moezji, inhabitants of North Karachi sector 11 something one. I haven't got my reading glasses on. So please, this is serious because I wondered why Pakistanis have become, and we blame it on India and all that, India ka jadoo, India's raw, all the time we blame it on India. But we don't first look at our own doings, our own deeds. Quickly drawing conclusions against Arabs, Indians, and others. First of all, Indians who come here, they didn't get much of the encouragement to practice their religion. Oh, there are things, there are temples here in Dubai. But also getting into the life, losing in touch with your root, how to respect your Devis and Vande Mataram and all this. Anyhow, we have a tragedy about Pakistan that I learned. It could have come out. What is the effect? What is the cause of all these lecherous men in Pakistan? Boys too. I was determined to beat men at their own game. Since my husband was in the police, I had been observing men in positions of power throughout my married life. And I had realized that all men in positions of power needed a vent. And the vent they require the most is a bedmate, provided through a reliable agency. That's her reason. The higher a man's position, the greater his demand. Thus, Akhtar adopted a motto of Miyan ki juti, Miyan ke sar, which means to beat men at their own game, and started her own prostitution business, where she provided girls to men in need. Akhtar had not acquired formal skills or qualifications. They say necessity breeds, just forgotten the whole quote. So you don't have to learn. Thank God I didn't go into this, but in Pakistan, I know why. Someone is. So now I know why I failed in Pakistan, taking the dirt, filth away from Pakistan, because legacy they have left behind since Yahya Khan's time. Cornered to such an extent that I could have become a terrorist and beaten up the Sunni Muslims. And the Akhtar had not acquired formal skills or qualifications to support an independent career, but she had come to know many rich and powerful men. We were not this. I wouldn't trouble the rich. I wouldn't even ask for help from the Pakistani favoritism, so much. But this lady was very intelligent, and she had Pakistani, she learned the ways. Powerful men through frequenting clubs with her former husband. She met General Yahya via these means, and a relationship between them developed. Relationship with Yahya Khan. Due to Akhtar's close association with Yahya Khan and power she exercised. I don't know how women can do this. How can you hook? How do you do it? I still haven't learned. Power she exercised. Oh, sorry, it just got away from my Facebook profile. Continuing from there, where I due to the connection, she was known as General Rani, General's Queen. She's said to have lovingly called Yahya Khan Agha Jani. Akhtar held no official position, but she was given a special treatment due to her connection. A special treatment due to her connection with Yahya Khan. She denied she was ever a Yahya Khan's mistress. She denied it and claimed that they were merely friends. She revealed in an interview that drinking alcohol and women were Yahya Khan's weaknesses. And General Rani exploited both of his weaknesses. So please don't think it's the Hindus, Indians living here, what they have left their house, how expensive it is here. You can't only blame the Hindus. You've got to see yourself. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
On false.
Exploited both of his weaknesses. Drinking alcohol. Someone could exploit my weakness here and call me and say, you know, suparis, Sally suparis here, Indian supari. And then get me in jail. So, who? Les Miserables, there's what?
Who to blame? The society?
She maintained that she was only playing the role of a woman behind the scenes. Her excuse. Come on, be courageous enough. No, but these people, they will not be courageous enough to admit.
Shameless.
So she did not admit. She was saying she made an excuse, or this is her reason. I don't know how far valid it is. Playing the role of a woman behind the scenes. Had always maintained her dignity and saw herself playing the role of a mother figure to the homeless and needy young girls that she was prostituting. My goodness, this is the height of... Is it no shame? At least I had some shame here. Chewing supari, this box, it's very... Yeah. Okay. So, this is a message. Okay, now I will take a break. This is too much. What happens in Pakistan? What? What's her reason? Sorry, excuse me. I didn't read this. When I first read about Aqleem Akhtar, she maintained that she was only playing the role of a woman behind the scenes. You know, like Mickey Malik.
Now on Facebook.
Had always maintained her dignity and saw herself playing the role of a mother figure. Mother. तुम लोगों की माँ बहनें नहीं हैं. What? To the homeless and needy young girls that she provided to the rich and the powerful men.
It's written in Wikipedia.
If Maki, you see, this is where the case starts. Mickey Malik, this case starts from living in Pakistan.
Legacy.
Now, Americans, Arabs, here, Indians, you see this? You see how the Pakistanis are? Prostituting girls, young girls, not even girls, young girls. And saying that, what was her excuse? Mother figure. How is Mickey Malik going to respect my principle when they're, these politicians, their rulers, their caretakers, their mothers are doing this?
Sorry, this was a message.
See, case open again. How can you respect someone's principle and know what? Oh, she's like your mother figure. Because they have come out from the wombs of these women. And Aqleem Akhtar provided, they must have been born by them, these poor young girls. And what did their mother figure say? It is not wrong. I live a dignified life and give them a dignified life. They are homeless. Okay, please look at this. This is extremely outrageously terrible. This is what we have been going through in Pakistan with these men and women. You see, this is why they cannot respect a principle like Mrs. Munira Gulzar in my relationship.
And they cannot stop the
Or Miss
molestation.
Desa in my relationship. Okay, with Mrs. Munira Gulzar, it's something else. But with...
And thank God Mrs. Munira Gulzar is Bastaki. She came from Aden. She was born in Aden. They used to go to, what's that, Linga, I think south of Iran they hailed from. Aden to, they used to move from Aden to the Iran, North. So they were persecuted there by the Shia, and that's why they had to leave Iran. Okay, I'm going to. Sorry about the bad whatever quality and all this. This is outrageously shocking. So these Pakistanis, they give you these excuses that we're not doing anything wrong. You need this. We want to be your friend, and it doesn't matter if you don't want to what your thing is. And then they blame it on, also blaming it on Americans and British people, girls, and Westerners and Europeans and Indians and Arabs now. So all the videos he's liked, Mickey Malik, I can show you later on. But I don't have the strength. After reading this, so all that legacy, I don't have the strength after. I'll just take a break. I'll give myself also a break. Hopefully I give myself a break. I didn't even have energy for this, to do this video for YouTube, a separate one. But since I started to listen to it, I got a bit of energy. I said if I'm listening to it, then I should also make a video of it. So unreliable, my plans change like this. And I struggle with my energy also and talking. Can you see this? Where now, after so many years, thanks to Wikipedia, Google search, where this dirty, filthy legacy has come from, and the reasons they give for gang rapes and rapes, even now in it's so rampant that no, we are not wrong, and they are unstoppable. They don't stop at anything, shamelessly unstoppable, and blaming others. And so if we abuse them, they say, why are you... No, don't abuse our mothers and sisters, like Mickey Malik was saying. So I was playing the detective to see how far he will go with this and leave me alone. And he came on my principal. He mentioned my principal. Thank God she's Bastaki, she's originally Bastaki, born in Aden, Yemen. So thank God, because we don't know which politician's wife could have been provided what legacy. And I know I suffered molestations and shamelessly, what sexual assaultations and molestations and all this from my father's side, my wicked grandmother. Not only that, but in Pakistan. It's rampant. A lot of people go through it. A lot of girls and boys go through it. Sodomy also, I heard about it. They cannot see this. Even if we tell them, तुम लोगों के घर माँ बहनें नहीं है. They don't stop. Like, do you see why? The junk, the prostitution, and she's claiming, what is her defense? A reason. This is outrageous. This is where we got all this Pakistani lecherous men. This was their mother figure. And this is where the children of Pakistan come from and now have grown up to be, whatever age they are. From these young women who were used by their own people. Mother figure. Okay, it's ended. I have to go now. Thanks a lot.